This class is about Darce. We're playing with Darces, Marces, Barces, Larces, Farces, Anacondas, river neckties, and everything. So the point is to systemize them all. It's a lifelong project. It's just in my head, and it just bothers me all the time now. So, and if I say figured out, so take it that, with a grain of salt, whatever the English term is. So we're figuring out Darces. I can teach them. I'm half decent in them because just teaching is easy, doing is different. So then it's Anacondas. We're doing in my gym right at the moment, and then it's a break, and then we come back. And so that's very interesting study because, in a way, there's no place to turn to find systemized information against the escapes. Early, late, middle timing, and everything else. It's just usually people have one trick here, one trick there. Somebody has this, somebody has that. So put it like, give me the system. I want to learn, And then you have to watch so many videos to actually understand how they do it, and it's like frustrating. So, but I like people should reach more because I'm going around telling people not to reach. Just don't do this, and reaching comes later. But reaching comes with responsibilities because if you reach, you get people attack you also. So knowing what comes after when you reach makes the reaching fun because now you know why you lose and win. So I recommend all the reaching all around, but only if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, just you get destroyed and you don't know why, and then it's less fun. So today is Darce. I will show the Darce. You try a couple of times just to understand the mechanics. Try to do as good as you can, and then we go on. And I will also do this class pretty much the way I would do my regular class. So you see me, I'm using hopefully feedbacks and all those things, so you see a little bit me, how I actually teach and how I, what also people should consider. So let's go, I usually, so give me the Darce, I'm showing the Darce, so I'm doing this way so people can see. So whatever you want to do, let's say arms are like this, yeah, underhook, and I know some of you go like other way, so just, I'm not explaining much. You do this, whatever the grips are, not important. You triangle, your arms, and whatever the ending, the basic one would be just squeeze. If you a little bit hurts, or tap. Yeah, you don't have to wait for a, So if it's possible, guide them more towards choke. There's actually ways to choke, and there's ways to crank. And usually it's a chank, we call it, like a crank and a choke. And but guide your partner towards the choke more. There is actually a nice choke here, but mostly it's just crank if you spar. But learn the choke. So if you want, you can sprawl, you can get this, you can go knee and belly, you can mount. There's many ways to finish it. Who cares? Right now, if you're just beginners, understand the choke. If you know more, then figure out 2 different endings also. And maybe a couple of minutes only. And only maybe one side. You don't have to do both sides. So we get everybody on the same page in Darce. Good choke, and happens a lot of when you reach underhooks and stuff in side control. Yeah, so let's go. 2 minutes. Understand the idea. I forgot to tell you that you have to always pretend you understand. because I want you to try it, that's the method. If you never use this, then it kind of throws you off, but that's the method, because I show you stuff, I don't explain, you try and you feel like clueless and you feel stupid. Enjoy it, because it disappears after this now. Because it's always, in some way it's fun to try and fail right away and feel a beginner, And so I always say, like, if you try something new, pretend you understand. So, one more. So now I'll show you one more time. Everybody tries a little bit more. Side control. Under, not over. This is more familiar for you. Not a lot of you, but some of you did the like side choke stuff. So this is Darce. You can have this grip if you want. Break them down. Go turtle. You can pretend like don't do the right turtle. Do the messed up turtle. So just turtle, elbows on the mat. You can play this open turtle just to get the grips like a school turtle. After that, it's dead. You have to fight here to get in. But to learn, why not? Just punch me in the face in a way. So you can have that, break them down, but you don't have to do that if you just, first day you see the Darce, who cares? So if you're just a beginner, wait, just go here, and just really good grip. And if it's already like a tight, don't wait for like a good choke or a crank, just something clicks. Just it's feel okay. It's a pressure. That's enough already. That's enough for a day if this is your first day. And then you just make it better because we have 1 hour. It gets better because your feeling gets better. And first, maybe you're a beginner. You're afraid to squeeze somebody, you know, to the death. So you feel to squeeze it a bit. Is it okay already? And you have to tap. So give them a nice feedback that depends on their level. Okay? If they know, let them squeeze more. If they're a beginner, if the squeeze is good already, okay, that's enough for them, you know? So a couple of times more and then we start. Let's go. Anyway, so that's the method. If you show something, you just let them people try. You don't spend too much details on explaining stuff because they don't get it anyway. They go and they're just clueless anyway. So let them try. And second time, showing you understand more because then I have questions, which way the arm, which way is this, and you can take more details. So that's a very good methodology to use when you teach people. Now I give you also, without any showing anything, just try to get out. I want you to suffer. Because I posted a Woody Allen quote in Facebook today. Facebook is an awesome thing. Like suffering means you love, or something like this. There was a big quote about how suffering is loving and loving is suffering. And so I want you to suffer. Because jiu-jitsu is all about the love, you know. So like you don't have to do like a really strong Darce. You know, everything is locked and they're feeling in danger. They'd rather tap. So give certain like looseness there. And see how you would get out. Just even let them out like loose and so what you would think, which way you would go. And have questions, you know, that this, maybe that, you try a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes, everybody gets ideas. Okay, and then I will show how we start. Let's go. Do that triangle to me. So, I will not explain what I do again, but that much. So, underhook usually, Darce, go. Yes, so I need your arm here. Wait. Put your knees on my Just knees on that and Darce. I need your arm at the moment here. Wait, later, this happens to you. Because you reach underhooks and everything else. So that's why arm is here and you get more stuck actually. It's way more dangerous for you. So I need, even if they get a Darce, wait, Darce, stop. And now you move your arm here. And what you do now is you squeeze it a bit. You free your shoulder and you go in here. And you're ending up in a nice baby bridge position. Your hip is up only because his arm is under me. And I'm baby bridge. Yeah? So, and that's it. Now suffer. Let's go. So now I set you up for failure, so you have to always enjoy that. You go like, what? It's like I have no clue what he did, and that's wonderful to feel. Yeah, this is not like I'm stupid. Everything. This is what happens when you learn new things. And some would argue that why don't you show me the answer right away? Yeah, you're not ready. You will miss everything anyway. I create questions for you. And then it's actually accelerates you further, faster, instead of giving you answers all the time and not make you think. Because some of you actually you did right things almost because you tried yourself, and it's not only like feeding with a spoon. You can figure stuff out on your own. And that's the, little bit encouragement all the time for you to figure stuff out. And in some way, if you do jiu-jitsu, somebody shows you something and you actually do it, and they're going to show the same thing. You're going to go like, huh, I did it, similar. So those emotions are good, yeah? Emotions are good anyway, yeah? Speaking like a true Estonians. But those emotions are good. So anyway, let's go. Darce, yeah, your arm is here, sideways way, yeah? So give them space and everything. So now here, that's already better than getting Darce. So now this, wait. Now I change. And now it gets usually broken. If you even have a grip, it breaks. Go back, do it again. So, that's like a very long move, but that's how we start. So, this is already better. Your shoulder is even, wait, like you start, get the grip, stop, you do this, you have grip here, and now you can push, you can go to the back at the moment, you push, and then you switch, because, squeeze a little bit, because now you put your this grip in a strain, on a strain. Yes, so here, baby bridge. That, and it's not hip up, just hip forward, hip on the mat, and it already breaks his grip, yeah? And you have that tension. And then you just relax. Don't think about the skating, don't think about pulling guard. It's unrealistic, because the only realistic thing is you got out from the choke. What happens afterwards is YouTube, yeah? Everything can happen. And I don't like to teach like I do 5 things wrong, right, and he does 5 things wrong. So that's, I do this, I'm good, and then maybe mount, maybe side, everything can happen, yeah? We can do those drills later. That's usually how I teach. I know some people even add the guard pull there and stuff, but there's no point. You can add that later in a drill. So, try it. I think the wrist fighting stuff in there is a little bit complicated. Enjoy it, try different variations before you go like, I don't get it. Feel free, and then definitely I will show you one more time after maybe 5 minutes. Okay, let's go. I want you to do exactly what I showed. I don't want you to escape. Some of you just, I want out, and no, just do what I tell you. Follow rules. Yeah? Don't go like, I want my own opinion. No. In this stage, you don't. Your opinion matters when we start the drill. Then it's awesome. Right now, you have to do, and if you do what I show you, I don't mind your opinions. I think it's wonderful to add something, but until you can do what I show, then it's allowed. Okay? So that's the rule. Earn that opinion of yours. Yeah? Not just, I have an opinion. No. So, not a joke. Yeah? So like always, when I don't make jokes, people laugh, and when I do jokes, nobody laughs. So, anyway, here. So, squeeze a little bit. So now you go, yeah? This is, if you know what I'm doing, this is why not also. So, here. And now he holds. Hold. Yeah, and now I do this to open the grip, and now I do baby bridge, yeah? I walk, and this, and arms are open. And I stop here. Nothing more. I enjoy the baby bridge. I do the move, and I do this. If you need to, you can isolate the problem. So you do this. So that's the baby bridge. Don't lift your hips, pull back, and you're here. So that's the move. And only this, and you stop. Nothing else. Don't pull guard. Don't show your jiu-jitsu. Only this. Let's go. So, many of you struggle with the baby bridge. Yeah? So, what does make more sense? I'm just making fun of you a little bit. So, because the way you learn. So, if you don't know the baby bridge, and it's very confusing, what's the end then? Does it make sense to do everything from the beginning 10 times, and the end is messed up anyway? Or does it make sense to isolate the end, understand where I have to go, and then put it back to the equation? I think this makes more sense. So if you have trouble with the baby bridge, I recommend you seriously. So do the baby bridge single exercise. Go, head down, baby bridge. Do the baby bridge. So, head back, head, turn, and head back. And just, baby bridge is not lifting it. It's baby bridge because it's just, that's how babies turn around, yeah? So you don't, bridge is always like lift the hip. So that's wrong assumption. This is also bridge, but the lowest bridge possible. Highest bridge possible is there, hip is there, you understand? So bridge doesn't mean always the hip up. So that's the wrong assumption that people teach. Okay, so now, hip, so you see, push the hip forward, yes. So you see there's the arch. Yeah, body is arch, and the head, we turn, and you pull the head back. See? So that's the baby bridge, that's the arch, that's the lowest bridge. So I recommend most of you try this in isolation. Left and right, try to understand what it is, and then you know where you have to go. Other way, you're wasting your time because you have to think. Other way, if you try to practice, if you try to practice the baby bridge that's included to the equation, it takes so much time. Because you have to think about the Darce, and then the baby bridge is too much to concentrate. You have many problems. So isolate the problem, do the baby bridge, understand, and then do it. If anything else is a problem, isolate it and then put it back to the equation. There's no point making the full exercise all the time if you want to just practice the one piece. So that's the wrong assumption. That's how you get drained. You just can't concentrate. It's too much. Okay, so you have to know that. So we have five minutes. Let's go. I have to, but it's also the context, because for you in this stage, this is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not saying pretty good as an absolute, you know. Clearly we're not there. Yeah, I can't lie to you. So pretty good to start drilling, because the drilling has to start when you understand what you have to do in a very minimum speed. Even if you move 5 minutes an hour, this is enough to sort of drill with resistance. It doesn't make sense to train this, again, 100 repetition, and then go drilling. Because the drill is the timing and everything, the squeezing and moving, and this is as fast as possible. We have to train with resistance and with progressive resistance. That's always changing in time. Okay, then it prepares us for live sparring better. So this is usually how I train also. We have 10 minutes warm up, 20 minutes maximum, even 15, 20 minutes technique section, like this pretty much. And then we drill half an hour. With feedback, resistance, then we spar half an hour with specific goals in mind. Where you have to start with Darces and you have to reach for Darces, and nobody can finish Darces, but you can threaten them. So people can actually do it 1 hour full stuff, and it's very hard to forget. So that's the very simple idea. So now the drill. Reach for underhook. Think about somebody's in side control. Yeah, you're inside and they're in side control. You reach and they go for Darce. Yeah, they give them time and you move your arm and you start to escape. And right now, first drill, only to the baby bridge. You cannot go to the turtle, you cannot pull guard. If you do, you're a bad person. You have to follow the rules. First drill, only do what I tell you to do. End up with a good baby bridge. Second drill, I allow you certain opinions, like maybe you want to do this, pull guard, add this, who cares? Yeah, your jiu-jitsu kicks in. First drill, no. And first drill is 2 minutes. 2 minutes one, 2 minutes other. Only one side right now. If you can do both sides, but most of you can't. So if you can, why not? So that's the first drill. And second one, I will use the feedback. Just first, I want to just do it. And then your rule is to squeeze and let them do it, but let them struggle. And really use the baby bridge, so really you feel it's getting broken, yeah? And then, so you, top guy, you have to lose. If you win once, you're a bad person. Even once. If you tap them, you're a bad person. Because you lose the trust. Because they want to try. Yeah, and later we will build it up, you know, we will kill the trust. So that's, we also have to do those drills. First you have to build them up, then we destroy them. Yeah? That's how I was raised. Maybe. So anyway, drill, 2 minutes. If you want, switch sides. Most of you, I don't recommend. Okay? And do the move, and only this, that's also the assignment, to only what I ask you to do. Okay? And that's about it. 2 minutes. No talking at all. Guide them with the resistance. Let them struggle. They want to pull it off. Without your help. Ready? 2 minutes. Start from side control. Reach for underhook. And then we start. Go! No talking. Underhook. Then they make a Darce, and then you escape. Baby bridge, reset, do it again. Don't talk. Let them figure stuff out. Let them struggle. Let them struggle, let them figure out. There's no wrong answer. The goal is to escape. No talking, really, seriously. You don't guide them, you don't do anything. If your level is better, squeeze more. If your level is better, squeeze more. Let's finish with a nice baby bridge in the end. And you have to squeeze enough so they can do it, but it's hard enough that they really motivate to do it. If they're struggling, loosen up. 5 seconds. Stop. Stop. But also, when I say literally don't go, you cannot go. There's nothing to talk about. There's no guidance. There's nothing. Your side control, reach, they get a Darce, go. That's it. Yeah? Who cares how you go from here to there? Doesn't matter. They can't squeeze that much. So you should not have that question. Yeah? So this is how you learn. But it's already more clear than first you started. Remember the first thing you did was like, Darce, and right already we're there. Yeah? So that's how I learn. Now, second drill, 2 minutes, maybe 2.5. Because second time, if you want, squeeze more. If they struggle, loosen, squeeze, you figure out. You have to let them out. If they feel like they can't move anywhere, loosen. You have to let them out. You have to guide them out. Yeah? I don't want to feel them panic. Because you know, if people get stuck and you know, feel like this kind of shuts down and they just give up. So you don't want to create that emotion in them. So, now feedback also. After 2.5 minutes, the top guy tells the bottom guy what was good, what could have been better, in that order. Yeah? And if you want, the bottom guy can tell the top guy how were they as a partner. Maybe they squeezed too much, you know, maybe it was hard, blah, blah, maybe it was enough. So you can give feedback to each other so you both can adapt. And so top person can be a better partner, understand you better, what you need. Yeah, and also bottom guy got, you know. So you as a top person have to see which arm they're pushing, which arm they're pulling. You have to criticize all this. That means you have to be involved in the exercise. So that's important. So you're not like stupid partner, like a dummy. Because explaining stuff to them later makes you learn also stuff. Because you telling them that don't do this, it's kind of funny later if you do something else yourself. So you kind of recalling information to yourself also when you talk about it. Anyway, same partner, 2.5 minutes. Feedback comes later, then we can talk. Ready? Even maybe 2 minutes is enough, I think. So, feedback is usually 1.5 minutes, so treat it like a round between rounds. So don't go like blabbering what happened, you know, somewhere. So just this, to this, to this, to this, very efficient. And so they will get it. Otherwise, if you go like, and then something detailed, they will just don't hear it. Go this, to this, to this, to this, and then, you know, efficient like German cars or something like that, I don't know. Well, so we have a saying in Estonia, like efficient like German kind of way or something, you know. I mean, it's right now also this, I don't know. So, switch, other person, 2 minutes, feedback. Let's go. You ready? So, don't think that after this class your Darce escape is perfect. You need more training, and that's why we have a Mars class also later. So Mars is like just a, you know, more self-sacrificing Darce. So we can cover some other things also, baby bridge there also. So you still need like repetition, you know. But so the class is meant to give you idea how to, you know, get out submission, that you will gain the trust that it's actually possible to get out even with deep submissions. There's certain places you can just survive. And also to show you, you know, a little bit the class structure. So I've done different classes. Sometimes it's more like, you know, I talk, and sometimes you do mostly stuff. So I try to inspire people to also this, how to do it. Not like perfectly, but better. No, like a, you know, like a warm up, half an hour, three techniques, you know, random techniques, and then you spar to the death. So that's class structure is not usually, I think, the best. So now I give you the freedom. I give you the freedom. I give you the one other stuff that you can try. Everybody can try, but if you're a beginner, I would say do the 3 what you did before and try 1 time what I show you now. So the ratio is like, you know, 3 times old, 1 time the new. If you know what you're doing, you can do all the time this. So, but I think you realize when the shoulder gets stuck, you're kind of messed up there. Yeah? You get squeezed more. So I will show you also stuff that when arm is in the underhook way. Now I give you. So when arm is here, and then the shoulder gets stuck, and then it's hard to go. And then, yeah. So then that is when the shoulder gets stuck. I'll show it one more time. Happens also when the first thing is like you're here. And then that's what they need. If you free your shoulder, that's why you can move around. So now you know what you're fighting for, what Darce is and what you want. So then it's fun to lose also. Losing is a lot of fun because if you know exactly why you lose, it's like, let's do it again, you know? But if you just get destroyed, not knowing what you have to do, it's like, I don't want to go there, you know? I don't know what to do. So one more time. So on the hook, you do this, and then you get a Darce, you go like, oh shit, yeah? You can still maybe do this, but sometimes shoulder is stuck. So you free the shoulder, and now you go invert. Everything is safe, and you land in a bridge. Yeah? So, very easy. So, and now, recommendation. I really need you to follow, because a lot of you are beginners. So, same drill. I think I have even give you 3 minutes, maybe. And drill is 2-to-1 ratio or 3-to-1. 2 times old stuff, 1 time try this. Most of you will fail this. Enjoy, laugh it off, do the old stuff again. 2 times, try the new stuff. 1 time, maybe better, maybe it goes worse, laugh again. Go back to old stuff. Because what we did first is important. This is just a bonus. And it's fun to try new things when you have something to fall back to, like I can do this, but I will want to a little bit try this. 2-to-1, 3-to-1. If you're purple and up, who cares? You can do only the new one, because it's more fun. It's actually more dangerous because your arm is in the wrong way. So, and do kind of both, mix it up, you know? So you have your own choices. So if you, but I want blue belts. Okay. So just, you understand how much you understand. If the first one is too hard for you, don't do the second one also equally. You understand? Manage, you're smart. So, that's it. We can do 3 minutes, feedback 3 minutes, and then we end the class also with feedbacks. Cool. Same partner. Usually I would change partner, but now you know each other better, so you can be a better partner also. So usually would also change partners, but it's a longer class than a little bit, okay? So, or second class.
What does it mean if the top person can just follow the bottom person around?
I don't know. Stalking? That was a good joke. No? Oh,
Maybe something wrong if that's
no. I will explain after the class. What is stalking actually? Yeah. Yes. Well, so that was a good joke actually. I pulled it off. Anyway, let's pull back to jiu-jitsu. Suffering, and 2.5, 3 minutes. Enjoy. Let's go. Yes. Go forward. 2-to-1, 3-to-1 ratio. So, stop. That's about it. So, if you want to continue with this, you can always ask, what was this? And now we should add also, like, you know, fixing mistakes section, and we can second class and third class. But with Mars, we a little bit continue, but it's an independent class. So you don't have to have the Darce classes for it than Mars. But there's similar motions there, like a baby bridges and stuff. So see you around. Thank you, and next class.